generally, how well aligned is the workforce to business strategy and business plans throughout the healthcare organisations, and what's the risk of them not being so?
I think the risk is great if employees aren't aligned to those organisation objectives. I often say that, quite simply, that if employees don't know what it is we want to do, how on earth do they know what they're supposed to do to achieve what our goals are? So I think the issue that we've got is there are so many drivers in terms of strategic plans, external drivers, the national standards, for example, that have come into play in the last few years. It's so important for us to ensure that we've got objective measurement around that, and that is cascaded and transparently shared throughout the organisation. Objective measurement is so important in health for a number of reasons. Number one, if we objectively measure what we do, so we have objective goals that connect to our performance, then we know that whether or not the action steps we've got in place are the right steps to give us the results that we want. Objective measurement actually encourages and motivates staff to achieve. It gives us the ability in health to benchmark against peers, gives us the ability to demonstrate we're meeting the requirements from a compliance and standards perspective. And it does now, we're starting to see that performance, so objectively measuring what we do, has a direct implication on funding. And we saw that with the introduction of what we call a never event contract, which was a contract that was signed between Healthscope and Bupa a couple of years ago, which basically says that if patients within a Healthscope environment or a Healthscope organisation experience one of these 14 never events, i.e. a care implication with harm, then Bupa will forego payment to Healthscope for that care. That's the first time in this country that we've seen anything like it. So the implication of aligning an organisation to what it is it wants to achieve has a quality safety implication, but now we're starting to see it has a financial implication as well.